At 87 years old, Margaret looked me in the eye and said something that changed how I think about life forever. She said, "Honey, I've buried 3 husbands, raised 6 children, and survived more heartbreak than most people see in a lifetime. But I'm still here, still laughing, still loving, and I know exactly why." What she told me next isn't what you'd expect. It's not about diet, exercise, or genetics. It's something much simpler and much more powerful. Welcome back to Quiet Wisdom, where we honor the voices of experience. I'm here to share the stories that matter, the ones that teach us how to live better, love deeper, and find meaning in every season of life. Today, I want to share what I've learned from speaking with over 200 seniors about their secrets to longevity. And while their stories are all different, there's one lesson that every single one of them has learned. One truth that keeps them going, keeps them thriving, even when life gets hard. Margaret wasn't the first to tell me this. It was Harold, 92, who first planted the seed. He was sitting on his porch watching his great-grandchildren play in the yard when he said, gentle voice changed to represent Harold, "You know what kept me alive through the war, through losing my farm, through watching friends pass away? It wasn't stubbornness. It wasn't luck. It was purpose. Every morning, I wake up knowing someone needs me, even if it's just feeding the birds in my backyard or calling my neighbor to check on her cat. Someone, somewhere, is counting on me to show up." Then there was Rosa, 89, who survived the Great Depression and raised 7 children as a single mother. She told me, "Mija, the secret isn't avoiding pain. It's finding something bigger than your pain. For me, it was my children, then my grandchildren. Now it's the young mothers at church who need someone to listen. When you have a reason to get up tomorrow, your body finds a way to make it happen." And that's when it hit me. The one lesson every senior has learned about living longer isn't about what you put in your body. It's about what you put in your heart. Purpose. That's the secret. Not just any purpose, but purpose that extends beyond yourself. Purpose that makes you essential to someone else's story. The research backs this up. Studies from Harvard, Stanford, and the National Institute on Aging all point to the same conclusion. People with a strong sense of purpose live longer, healthier lives. They have lower rates of heart disease, Alzheimer's, and depression. Their immune systems are stronger. Their minds stay sharper. But the seniors I've spoken with don't know about these studies. They just know what they feel. They know that on the days when they feel needed, when they feel useful, when they feel like their presence matters, those are the days they feel most alive. Take William, 94. He volunteers at the local elementary school, helping kids learn to read. He told me, "Some days my arthritis is so bad I can barely get out of bed. But Tuesday is reading day with little Emma. She's been struggling with her letters, and last week she read her first full sentence to me. You think I'm going to miss that? You think I'm going to let her down? My body might be 94, but my purpose is ageless." Or consider Dorothy, 88, who bakes cookies for the firefighters every month. She says, voice change for Dorothy, "These young men and women risk their lives for us every day. The least I can do is make sure they know someone cares. When I'm mixing that dough, when I'm wrapping each cookie with care, I'm not thinking about my aches and pains. I'm thinking about their smiles when they bite into something made with love." But here's what's really beautiful about this lesson. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to change the world. It just has to matter to someone. I met Frank, 91, whose purpose is tending to his small garden and sharing vegetables with his neighbors. I met Helen, 86, whose purpose is writing letters to soldiers overseas. I met Robert, 93, whose purpose is calling 3 friends every week just to check in. Each of them has found their own way to be essential. Each of them has discovered that the secret to living longer isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. And here's the thing that might surprise you. This lesson isn't just for seniors. It's for all of us. Because purpose isn't something you find when you retire. Purpose is something you cultivate every day, at every age. The seniors who are thriving aren't the ones who had perfect lives. They're the ones who found meaning in imperfect circumstances. They're the ones who chose to be needed, to be useful, to be present for others, even when, especially when, life got difficult. Before you go, I want to ask you something that Margaret, Harold, Rosa, and all these beautiful souls would want me to ask. What's your purpose? What gets you up in the morning? Who needs you to show up? If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you've ever learned a lesson the hard way, tell us in the comments. Your wisdom could help someone else. Don't forget to subscribe for more real stories, quiet reflections, and timeless truths from those who've truly lived.